Hey there. If you're thinking about getting out there on the road with the big rigs and driving a rig, an RV, or even a bus, then have we got great news for you.
Southwest Truck Driver Training can get you trained and rolling in as little as 4 weeks. They offer lifetime job placement support. They have special military programs, a financial aid program, including grant applications, and so much more to offer you.
Plus, they're family-owned business right here in the Southwest. They have world-class training for Class A and B CDLs, hazmat endorsement training, RV training, and, of course, a refresher course if you need one. And did we mention they have 3 locations, which are Phoenix, Tucson, and North Las Vegas?
So we don't know why you're sitting there channel surfing on a TV when you could be learning to drive and roll down the road to earning a great living today.
Go to their website, swtdt.com, to learn more about Southwest Truck Driver Training to shift your career into high gear.
Tell them you heard about them on the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show. We love them. You will too.
Psst. Hey, it's me, Patrick. Just wanted to remind you, don't forget to go sign up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's 18wheeltalk.com/YouTube. And get subscribed so that you can get our videos and see our videos and everything video. Later, taters.
Breaker 19. Break 19 for radio check.
18 Wheels.
Welcome to the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show.
We're a podcast for truckers, about truckers, by truckers.
Coaching generations of drivers while guiding them on their path to success.
Fueling them with knowledge and passion for trucking.
Navigating the industry 1 mile at a time.
Spark the revolution.
Recording in progress. Welcome to the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show.
Welcome.
I am your host, Patrick. Over there is the co-host,
Janet.
Hi, Janet.
Hi, Patrick.
But, hey, we're not just a podcast for truckers.
That's right. Going to give you a little laugh, a little giggle or humor, and a little of what's going on today.
Well, you know, we are 2 retired truck drivers, and we give people tall tales from our experience on the road, and we talk.
We talk dirty. Who said we talk dirty?
Well, you do have a foul mouth.
I'm a mind reader. I'm just saying what you're thinking.
Yeah. And, you know, we tend to tell people tall tales from our experience over the road. And we like to dabble in sports and talk about current events. So what do you want to talk about today?
Horse racing.
Ooh.
Kind of, sort of.
Horse racing.
Horse racing.
With online betting being what it is, why not talk about horse racing?
That's right. Yeah, but it's kind of sad.
Why?
Medina Spirit died.
Uh-oh. All right. So for our listeners that don't know, who is Medina Spirit?
That's the 2021 Kentucky Derby winner.
Oh, well, how did Medina Spirit end up dying?
Unexpectedly is what they're saying.
Unexpectedly.
Well, Medina Spirit died in December, but was officially disqualified by Derby racing officials in last week or the week before for failing the drug test that's given after the race.
So the horsey failed its drug screen.
Yeah, the horse failed its drug screen, just like
study.
so many pro sport athletes.
She forgot to study.
Yeah.
She.
It's only the 3rd horse in the race's 147-year history to receive the penalty after finishing first.
Now, is Medina Spirit a boy or girl? A boy. So he forgot to study for his urine test.
Yeah, because a lot of the Derby winners go out to stud afterwards.
Oh.
Guess this one won't.
Yeah, no. Not today.
The decision meant the Colts means that the Colts owner will not collect the $1.8 million first place check which was not paid out because pending all the investigations.
Yeah, it's pending urine analysis.
Yep. And
Drug
then
talks.
they did when the urine test came up negative, came up bad, then they did
Right.
blood work. And now it goes to Mandaloun's owner. Mandaloun was second place and given first place.
So what they did is after the blood tox, then they decided to do hair follicles.
I don't know.
No, what do you mean you don't know?
I didn't look that closely.
I'm telling you.
So Churchill Downs, which for those that don't know, the track's in Louisville, Kentucky,
Okay.
is the track that hosts the Derby. They said in a statement they now recognize Mandaloun as the winner in the race. So
Now is Mandaloun's another boy.
yes.
They're all boy horses.
Yes.
Okay.
Typically, yes.
Usually.
Yes.
Okay.
The ruling erased the Hall of Fame trainer, Bob Baffert. He's like one of the most known trainers in history.
Okay.
That erased his 7th Kentucky Derby victory, which would have been a record.
Oh, because of the
It took that
quote,
away.
doping.
Right?
Isn't that what they're calling it? Doping?
Yeah, it's a doping scandal. Baffert was suspended for 90 days beginning back in March last year, and he was fined $7,500. It should have been a lot more, if you ask me.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, if he's guilty,
Right.
Right.
Which obviously he
We'll
is or
get
was.
further down the road here.
So the drugs found in Medina Spirit system is
Betamethasone.
now what is that?
It's a steroid. It's a corticosteroid that's injected in the joints to reduce pain and swelling.
Okay.
Baffert said it was applied topically to treat a skin rash on Medina Spirit's hind end. I am tongue-tied today. Yeah, it's
What's different today than any other day?
nothing.
Oh, okay. Just
But it's kind of like that
model.
Russian Olympic skater, she took the wrong drug and
She took Grandpa's
those
drugs.
and maybe Medina Spirit took Grandpa's drugs.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. But the disqualification puts a new strain on a sport that's been troubled by doping problems, and it places Baffert's reputation and future in the sport in jeopardy because his horses have won the Triple Crown in 2015 and 18, and he's kind of like the thoroughbred racing most recognizable personality. People that don't know racing, they're like, Bob Baffert, that name's familiar.
Hey, isn't he the doper?
He's going to be known as that if he's not careful.
He's going to have an asterisk next to his name, like the Major League Baseball guys that shot steroids.
Steroids. There you go.
They're going to put an asterisk next to the win. Sorry, but
too bad, so sad.
yes, you got the record, but there's an asterisk right there.
But the thing is okay. So
you're found guilty of doping.
I wonder how they did the payouts on the bets because I didn't bet on last year's Derby. I normally do.
Usually you do. You're really big on betting the Derby,
but I didn't, which is ironic.
I know. I don't know why.
Maybe I just had a feeling.
She had a feeling,
hooked on a feeling, and I'm high on believing that Medina Spirit was doped.
What? I think Janet was doped.
Anyway. But I wonder how they paid out the bets because when Medina Spirit
$1 at a time.
No, think about it. If I say I placed my bet on Medina Spirit and won, if they paid it out, they can't take it away.
Right, they can't take it back.
But if you bet on Mandaloun and you didn't win, and you bet Mandaloun to win, and now they say Mandaloun won, and you threw your ticket away, you can't prove that.
Yeah, that's wow. That just stirred up a whole bowl of shit.
Oh, yeah. It's like you'd have to prove that you bet on Mandaloun to win and then probably sue the track or the racing association to get your money. I bet $1 on Mandaloun to win. It's 60 to 1. I want my $60.
I know, right? I smell a lawsuit.
I can't say that I've ever just bet $1 on a win. But anyway.
Well,
so
obviously, you don't bet just $1.
The decision by
if you did,
Oh, there goes our little pony.
You would have won
Mm-hmm.
$60.
Yes, but how would you have gotten it paid?
I know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that's maybe a podcast for later.
I know. I'm curious how
This
they pay
might-
out bets like that.
To be
I shall
continued.
research that.
Yes, because we need to get to the bottom of it.
Okay,
Okay.
you're up on the decision.
All right. So the decision by the Kentucky racing officials comes at a time when the Triple Crown season is heating up,
Mm-hmm.
and the quest for qualifying points to earn a spot in the Derby starting gate is getting urgent.
Mm-hmm.
It's urgent.
It's just like anything else. You have to earn the right to be in that final.
Yes,
It's Triple Crown Final Four type of thing.
I know, right? Elimination Chamber. Churchill Downs has already suspended Baffert from the race for 2 years and refused to award qualifying points to horses he would train for the 2022 Derby.
This year's Derby.
Whoa.
So all those people that have had horses that he's been training, any points they've earned towards this year's Derby stopped. They took the points away.
See ya. Ouch. That's a kick in the testicles right there.
He has 3 accomplished 3-year-old colts in his barn. 2 of them, Cornish and Newgrange, are undefeated. And if their owners want to participate in the Derby this year, they have to transfer their horses to another trainer and hope to earn enough qualifying points in future prep races.
Wow. Oh yeah. Like the
In the futures. They
yeah.
have to earn the points in the futures to get into this year's Derby.
Wow. Now, when is the Derby normally held?
May.
In May.
Yeah.
Spring.
Yes, in the spring.
In the springtime. When the
Before
flowers,
it gets too hot.
before the heat rises and the
Mhm.
flowers are blooming.
Yeah, because 2 of the 3 Triple Crowns are in New York.
I know, right?
Who would have thought? New York horse racing?
What?
I didn't know that when I was a kid.
You kidding me? You gotta be kidding me, right, meow?
Nope. I'm like, New York and horse racing?
Well, there is a famous horse track over there called Saratoga.
No, I didn't know about that. I just knew that,
Hello.
I knew the horses, not the tracks.
What?
Secretariat.
Ah.
I went there.
Oh, my bad.
Anyway,
Got
so
it.
Baffert
Continue.
threatened to sue
Continue.
Churchill Downs if the track did not lift the ban, saying his right to due process was violated.
Oh, he's been violated.
He feels violated, darling.
Oh no, Lovey. What are we gonna do? He's
I'll
been-
violate him.
He's been violated.
And that he's been unlawfully excluded from Churchill Downs and the Derby.
off with his head.
All I know is if he's truly doping horses, man, he should be violated. Up one side and down the other.
With a horse.
I'm not going to
I
say
meant-
what
I
I'm thinking.
I meant by the horse.
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking.
What are you saying?
Something about horses anatomy.
What are you thinking?
Anyway, listen, my pony,
Yes,
you're up.
I'm up.
Yeah, batter up. Bill
I
Karstanjan.
was. Thank you, because there's no way I would have butchered it. I would have
Yes, I know. It's all good.
Karstanjan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at me.
Look at you.
Oh, big words.
Let's go. Big words, no alcohol.
Woo-hoo. Hey, maybe it's vodka.
Okay, vodka's fine. Vodka is fine. It's beer that does you in, darling.
What?
You can talk with the vodka. You cannot
It's
talk with
vodka.
the beer.
It's vodka. Okay.
Vodka.
So, Bill Karstanjan,
Yes.
the chief executive of Churchill Downs,
Mhm.
said the complaint was meritless.
No merit.
It's chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
He threatened to countersue if it was filed and emphasized that Baffert was a repeat offender.
He's a repeat offender. He's got a record.
Let's see. In all, Baffert's horses have failed 30 drug tests over 4 decades,
Wow.
including 5 in the recent 13-month period.
So basically 5 in the last year.
So he's been drugging his mules. Hey,
30.
hey, he's a drug mule.
Yeah, I just caught that. 30 drug tests failed in his animals, in his horses.
30 drug tests over 4 decades.
If I was one of the owners of
young
the
time.
young time,
Young time.
you was very young, and I'm only 29. I was very young.
It was very, very young.
Mm-hmm.
But include 5 in the last 13 months.
Yeah, but I was just.
That's
If I was
ridiculous.
a horse owner and I found out he was drugging my animal,
Puff, puff, pass, baby.
wrong type of drugs.
Oh,
We're not talking puff, puff, pass. We're talking drugs like hurts the animal drugs
like a needle in the
hind end
like,
drug.
like a needle in the arm, a needle in the butt cheek.
Yeah. Mm.
Owie. Or ointment, like he said. on a rash. Right. Sure it was. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mm-hmm. But that's ridiculous.
I agree.
I'm with Churchill Downs.
I am too. I stand with Churchill Downs. I could have said I stand with Churchill Downs. It's all in emphasis.
Ooh, it's
Oh.
all in the pause. Dramatic pause.
Well, our pugs have paws. I haven't stepped on any today. They're grateful.
Me neither, but they're getting close. I can almost step on it.
Yeah, I got one on each side too.
Hey, if you guys are finding this video, if you're watching us on YouTube and you like it, hit the like button. If you're finding the information about dope and horses, hit the like button because it does help it out.
Yes, it does.
And if you're listening to us in your earbuds there on your favorite podcast player of choice, please leave us a review. Because
We appreciate it.
I don't want to beg. I really don't.
I'll beg. Please, pretty please, pretty.
5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars. Please and thank you. Anywho.
Anywho,
All right. So
the necropsy
I was
results.
going to do the same thing. The necro.
Results from Medina Spirit, who died in December, indicated the colt most likely died of a heart attack. Well, if you do too many drugs, you do.
Well, yeah.
The disqualification, along with recent guilty pleas and conviction of prominent trainers and veterinarians for doping horses, lends urgency to the implementation of the Horse Racing Integrity and Safety Act. So hold that thought a second, because
So wait a minute. So Medina
Spirit,
OD'd, basically.
yeah, most likely died of a heart attack, but
What's she on
the
drugs?
trainers and vets pled guilty to doping.
Okay. So, but was she on drugs at the time of the heart attack?
I was going to read you the.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to read us the autopsy?
This was today. This was like 20 minutes ago. The post-mortem review of Medina Spirit's sudden death does not identify any CHRB violations. No, I do not know what I think it's the California Horse Racing Board rulings.
There you go.
See, I just hadn't.
Answered your own question. You just got to read.
It just came out. I hadn't had a chance to read the article yet.
Okay. This just in.
This just in. The post-mortem examination review was done. Medina Spirit died following a workout at the Santa Anita Park in Arcadia, California, December 6th.
Okay.
Did not identify any potential violations. They say this progress takes place at every facility. For every fatality that occurs at every facility. That's why I'm stumbling. Yeah. They give the names of the vets that did the autopsy, and the
Don't
panel.
want to tackle those, huh?
There's too many.
It's
like
all right.
5 vets. The
Whole
panel
team.
strives to learn the circumstances resolving the fertility. It involves the necropsy report, the medical records, training records, veterinarians, trainers, and other licensees deemed appropriate. They give the whole report in another link if I really wanted to. No. They talk about him running in the different races after the Derby.
Uh-huh.
He ran in the which one was it? The Breeders? Yeah, he ran in the Breeders' Cup in November. So
who?
Medina Spirit.
Oh.
Ran in the Breeders' Cup. No, his trainer, Bob Baffert.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Medina Spirit ran in the Breeders' Cup in November, which I didn't know.
Okay.
He had surgery in March of 21. He had injections in April of 21. He had more injections in April, like 4 different ones.
This is the same.
This is the horse.
Yeah, this is that
Medina Spirit.
What was that called? I forget the name of the drug.
This is various injections.
Oh, various injections. All
Yeah.
Right, so it was a steroid.
Yeah. He had hind end weakness in June of 21.
Corticosteroid.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you don't have a dash cam in your semi and you went and spent all that money on it, do you really think that you and your truck are protected against John Q. Public? We don't. That is why we recommend Rexing USA cameras and equipment. Whatever it is you are looking for, whether it be a dash cam, a body cam, a trail cam, or similar, they probably have it.
Nearly every new vehicle coming out has a dash cam, and there is a reason for it: litigation. Yes, welcome to America, the land of litigation. So the best thing you can do is to protect what you own with video and pictures.
And their dash cams, boy, let me tell you, their cams do a lot. They have 170-degree ultra-wide angle lenses that will automatically lock in the last video if it feels a vibration from an accident. It has a supercapacitor battery backup that is better than lithium for extreme heat or cold. Add in loop recording, a mobile app, and parking monitoring, and more.
And yes, now you have a really great package for this company of cameras. So come on, check it out at 18wheeltalk.com/dashcam. That's 18wheeltalk.com/dashcam. Yeah, but he received like an EPM treatment, Panazuril in June and July.
Stuff that'll kill us.
Yeah. He received a throat spray in November.
Open your mouth.
How do you give a horse a throat spray? Yeah.
I don't know. Tickle his teeth.
Tickle his teeth.
I don't know.
Got to tickle his tonsils at least.
You gotta stick your finger in there, get him to open his mouth, and then
on the morning of December 6th, he received 150 milligrams of furosemide. I don't know what furosemide is.
I don't know, but
I'd have to Google it. But he received injections and sprays.
well, either way, it led to his demise.
Yeah. Which is a shame.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
So
because most horses, after they win the Triple Crown, shortly thereafter are put out to stud and make their owners millions and millions of dollars, and
millions.
They just go out to the pasture and then go into the stables.
Well, Baffert and Medina Spirit joined Maximum Security and Dancer's Image as the only horses to have their Derby victories overturned. So that's pretty.
I don't remember what year Dancer's Image was, but I do remember it happening. So it has to have been recent.
In 1968, Dancer's image victory was taken away after a drug test showed the presence of a banned anti-inflammatory drug.
Okay, then it's not Dancer's image I'm thinking of.
That case lingered in the courts for 4 years before the disqualification was finally upheld. So it took them 4 years after the race to figure it out. And in 2019, Maximum Security was the first to cross the finish line, only to be disqualified for almost knocking over a rival horse in the far turn.
That's the one I remember.
And slowing the momentum of others. So basically, he was Rubbins racing, baby. Let's do it.
The next year, his trainer, Jason Service, was among 27 people charged by federal prosecutors in a wide-ranging scheme to secretly dope horses and cheat the betting public. He's still awaiting trial.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Maximum Security was like, hell no, I'm going to bump on nudging.
Yeah.
Nudging and horse racing. It's like NASCAR. Rubbing is racing.
Yeah, but I like I said, I remember there being another horse, but I didn't remember the name. But Maximum Security, because I remember making jokes about the name.
Well, set to take effect July 1st of this year, 2022. It calls for a board overseen by the Federal Trade Commission to write rules and penalties to be enforced by the United States Anti-Doping Agency, which regulates Olympic and other elite athletes in the United States.
Okay, so like the Olympic board, Olympic committee that saw the doping committee, on the Russian girl.
Federal Trade Commission.
Yeah, so those types of doping would be the same for the horses, which is really good because that's a really big thing. I started this research. We talked about it because of what's going on here in Arizona. Right here at Turf Paradise, right here in Phoenix.
Okay.
Turf Paradise has a higher rate of horses dying than any place else in the U.S. What? Yeah.
And it's not from the heat.
Yeah, it's not from the heat.
You would think it was from the heat, but it's not from the heat.
No.
Especially now. It's chilly now, or as Janet would put it, it's frozen tundra out there.
Well, I had to put on my parka and everything to go for a walk this morning with our little mini ponies.
I know, it was a whole 50 degrees out there.
They had to have their training blankets on.
Janet had to put on her snowsuit like a Christmas Story and walk out all stiff.
Anyway, Turf Paradise has experienced a death rate of 2.98 horses per 1,000 race starts.
Okay, so in English,
3 horses per 1,000.
So 3 out of every 1,000
horses have died here
per 1,000 races. So 3 horses out of every 1,000 races.
Yes,
if I read that
yes,
right.
3 out of every 1,000 races.
Wow.
It's normally 1.5 out of every 1,000. So normally it's 3 out of every 2,000. Here it's 3 out of every 1,000.
So they're saying it's twice the national average. That's crazy. So what's the dealio?
Well, the Dr. Susan Gale, she's the Arizona State veterinarian. She provided the information to the Racing Commission.
Okay.
And this was reported on by Natalie Voss, who writes for the racing publication, the Pollock Report.
Okay.
She quoted Vincent Francia, general manager of Turf Paradise. They said 11 of the 24 fatalities were racing deaths. 5 happened during training and 8 occurred in the barn area and were not related to racing at the time.
What?
But it's like, even if they weren't related to racing, how are they dying in the barn?
Exactly.
They're not dying of old age, I'll tell you that. Not if they're in a racing barn.
Maybe they were bored. Get it? They were in
I got it.
bored.
But yeah,
Barn.
if they're, just trying to bypass that one, Patrick.
Ba, ba, ba.
So anyway, so it's sad. It's
I'll have to throw some canned laughter in on that audio.
Ooh, A round of applause.
Oh, whatever. I mean, come on,
Anyway.
that was some funny shit right
It
there.
was. I liked it. But,
Who's bored?
when you're a kid growing up watching racing, and I'm sure it's for kids that grew up and watched football and basketball and everything else, you don't think about doping. Now you
No,
might.
I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't think of dope.
Well,
Not until I was a teenager, anyway.
then you think of marijuana.
Then
Wacky weed, Mary Jane.
I mean, then it's free reign doping.
Yeah, free reign doping. But I'm serious. I watched horse racing growing up. I never once thought about horses being doped.
Me neither.
And it's like, and I knew about it later in life, but then it's like, yeah, but that can't be that often. And then now it's like, wow, man, they have to drug test the horses.
Well, it's like,
Just like you have to drug test the athletes.
yeah. And then it's like, after a NASCAR race, they take the car apart, make sure that everything was up on the up and up.
Yeah.
They
They have to drug test the cars.
Yeah, basically, it's
They have to make sure that
Any
they didn't
kinda-
do any alterations that were not allowed.
exactly, and that's why we need the Olympic Committee to oversee this, especially for the horses.
And NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Let's make sure they're not doping their cars.
Well, come on now. If the horses are going to rub during the race and the cars rub during the race, why don't we just change it from horse racing to NASCAR racing?
NASCAR horsing.
There we go.
There's some food for
They
thought
can hang
there.
sponsor tags, put
On their
sponsor
saddle
tags
blankets?
on the saddle blankets.
Braided into their tails.
Little tassels,
mane?
little tassels.
Braided into their mane. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Sponsored by Purina Pet Food.
They can shape the
don't-
number in.
You don't get the joke there, do you?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, Purina dog food.
Purina dog food? Mm-hmm.
Elmer's glue.
Yeah. Okay, loser. Today's loser was sponsored by Elmer's Glue.
What?
Poor taste.
Oh
Poor taste.
my! That was bad. That was bad. Wah, wah, wah.
Anyway, I never believed that growing up.
Well, me neither. But I guess it's true.
I have no idea, and I don't want to know because if it's true, I'll never use Elmer's Glue again. I want to live in my own fantasy world, okay? So don't tell me.
No, it's really Gorilla Glue.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
Elmer's
I
Glue.
don't
No,
know.
Elmer's Glue is Gorilla Glue. I'll believe that.
No.
Gorilla's Glue is made out of gorillas. Everybody knows that.
What? No way.
They lick it. They spit. It's gorilla spit.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's gorilla spit.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to be the person that follows gorillas around and collects their spit. Though.
Me neither. Nope.
Anyway,
So, anyways, hopefully you guys found value out of this episode.
not
yeah.
a lot of laughter, a little bit. But
No, yeah, I make fun of the horses sometimes, especially when they rub, and they do illegal things because they're doped.
yeah, it's
Just
just,
saying.
well, the least they could do is if they're going to dope them, let them have a party in the barn.
I know, right?
Throw a few girls in there.
Hey, if any of you got any questions you want to ask us, drop us a line. Email us at Patrick.
Or if you know more about this, let us know.
18wheeltalk.com.
Yeah,
Let us know.
Patrick at 18wheeltalk.com.
That's right.
Questions, answers.
We'll
We'll read them.
definitely, especially if we screwed up on any of our episodes, we will.
Own up to it.
Yeah, we'll own up to it. That's coming.
What's coming?
Corned beef and cabbage, baby.
Yep. Corned beef, cabbage, and St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. I know, right? Anything else you want to add?
Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's coming.
Yes, it's coming.
It's coming. My month is coming.
Hey, we as always, thank you for your support of
We
our
appreciate
show. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe to us on YouTube, hit the notification bell.
You can ring our bell. You can ring our bell.
Okay. I know you just want me to say that just so
I can
you
sing.
can sing it. Ay, ay.
Next time I won't sing it.
What?
You heard me. You're going to make fun I won't
Anyways,
sing it.
I'm sorry. Anyways,
You're not sorry.
like and subscribe to our show so you don't miss out on anything. And again, if you're listening to us in your ears on your favorite podcast player of choice, we greatly appreciate it. Drop us a like, 5 stars, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Until next time, we out,
Toodles.
people. Okay, bye. 18 Wheel Talk. Thank you for joining us today. We greatly appreciate it. Be sure to stop by 18wheeltalk.com and check out all the affiliates mentioned in the program today. Remember, we're here coaching generations of drivers while guiding them on their path to success. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Spark the revolution.
So tell me, do you have one of those change buckets in your vehicle for fancy coffees?
Yeah.
And are you looking for a way to help support the show and just don't know how?
Well, we have great news for you. It is super easy, and you can do it for as little as $3 a month. Yes, that's right, $3 a month. That means for the cost of a cup of coffee, you could support the show for a month. And if you order one of those foo-foo frappy thingamabobs with all those flavors and whipped cream and sprinkles on top, you could support the show for about 6 months.
Isn't that amazing? Saving you calories from that frappy thingamabob with all those flavors and whipped cream and sprinkled things on top, and help out the show. What's not to like about that?
So to do so, just go to 18wheeltalk.com/support, and you will see just how easy it is to support the show. And don't forget to pick out your fan emoji while you're there. That's 18wheeltalk.com/support.